Now you may think that there are various camera companies competing against each other. I don't want to let you in on the universal lies that you're about to stumble upon, and I'm sorry for bringing you into this mess. But I witnessed a boardroom meeting, the first one actually ever, and I'm still afraid. Oh hey fella, I'm thinking of starting a camera company. You want in on this? That's funny you would say that. I was actually just about to start my own camera company, the first ever. What are you doing? I thought I was the only one. Well, what do you know about that? Nothing wrong with a little healthy competition, I suppose. By the way, your parents, they are missing, I heard. I might know where they are. If you want to join up, I'll let you know. Do you want to see your family again? Yes. Oh, Poppy. Oh, Poppy, why'd you do it? Okay. We joined teams then. I was gonna name myself Canon. What were you gonna name yourself? I was thinking Ohm 16 System 1. But yours is kind of catchy. Let's just, you know what? What if, just theorize with me for a second here. We both start our companies, but behind the scenes, we're the same company. And then we have two different products. Give people the choice, and then they'll choose one of us. We split the profits, 70-30. Huh? Am I onto something or not? You diabolical genius. How will we get away with it? Won't people notice? We have the same ideas. We'll have to change the strengths of each camera company, but never making a perfect camera. So they'll always want more. I like where your head's at, Gretchen. In fact, why stop at 2 companies? Let's make 6 to 8 companies, each with a strength so strong, and it'll develop a cult following in that strength. Canon Color Science, Ohm 16 System 1 Stabilization, Fuji just dials. We'll put dials on them. Imagine it. But our secret must never come out. In fact, I don't know if that I can trust you. Yeah, you see the angle of this gun? That is aimed right at your head. You move 1 inch. I'm so sorry. Oh God, my parents, he didn't tell me the address. Oh, Poppy.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
You're the guy!
I'm the guy.
Are you gonna edit this out?
No, you're in the video. Alright, we got a little battle here today. I got so many different lenses to test here as we talk about if it's possible that each camera company is owned by the one leader at the top. It's very likely, and there's many examples of it in our daily life with other companies that we'll talk about. So right now, Olympus EM1 Mark III, 12mm Tone 2. This should be the ultimate vlogging setup, or is it? I got a new lens. I got another 3 lenses after that one to test, and then we find out some stuff. This should not be beaten, this thing right here, but let's see if it was. Now I know this could be a huge mistake on the Camera Conspiracies network to get this lens. We have the 9-18, Tone 4 to 5.6. We've sacrificed the Tone for no reason, just to have a little zoom range that I'll never use. But is it warpy? We'll try with no digital stab first, and then we switch it on, which should solve it if there is any now, which there should be. I gotta tell you, this is basically a kit lens, but so expensive. It makes no sense. I don't know why it would be. The tiniest little thing though. It's cute. It's cute. So when you think of this, fast food companies, you got McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, you know they're the same fat guy at the top just laughing at us. We have competition. Which do you prefer? But it's all cradling sacks of money into the same gullet. It's the same guy. Coke and Pepsi. Do you remember when I was in high school, they were doing, I think even before that, there were these taste tests. Can you tell the difference? You're the same guy. It's the same thing. It's the same ass drink, slight difference, same ingredients, same company. And they're like, oh, which do you prefer? Who cares? I don't care. I get the money either way. There's many examples, my friend. How's the autofocus performing? It seems to be losing my box. Interesting. Is there any tonne? I hate that there isn't. What if we did that? Tonne is ours. Tonne is ours. I abandoned that faster than Gretchen abandoned his dead parents. So we have examples. I'm just theorizing, obviously, but if you look up, like, there's many little charts that are showing like all these little companies, Nestle, Coca-Cola, like all these various brands, it all leads to one place. The news, like media, you're watching different. Oh, I like Fox News, not CTV or CBC, and like NBC, CNN. Same shit, same guy at the top. Okay, digital stab is on. So it's at least plausible that there's a structure, that there's one company at the top controlling a bunch of companies, providing fake competition. Now, I find it very suspicious that all these camera companies, they have their little flavors, very slightly different, but none of them perfect. They always withhold something. Like Sony, so good, like they're leading in technology and speed, like best autofocus, best speed, slow motion. Where's the stab? Where's the stab? It's missing. It is missing hard. Just side rant. I think they will make a new mount one day. They're holding it off. It's a bad hold off. You should start now. How long can you put off the inevitable? That mount's too small to have good IBIS. And you keep releasing lenses. It's like, it's the best mount right now. You can make tiny lenses. So many third parties are pitching in. But eventually you're going to have to move on and drop all that behind. Just do it already. Cut the leg off where it's gangrene already. I'm walking downstairs right now, not that you would notice, since we're on the OM 16 System 1 camera. The stabilization's so amazing. So we got Sony with their amazing specs, but terrible stabilization. We got Canon, best color science, just great image out of the camera. You don't have to tweak it much. Nikon, they're doing stuff. They're doing stuff. I mean, most photographers might say they're leading the industry now. The Z9, better than the A1 and R3 in certain ways, and cheaper. That's something I can get behind. It's a lot of cotton. It's kind of racist for this time of year. Can't say I support that. I just find it a bit fishy. All I want is some things, and each company gives me some of the things, but withholds others. So we'll shop around and buy multiple systems, funneling the money to the guy, the one guy, the parent killer guy. Oh, he died. So it's the other guy, the revenge guy. Wow, parentless from birth. Wow. All right, enough of this bullshit lens. How was it? Was it better than the 12mm Tony 2? I doubt it. But let's switch to some magic that you've never seen in your life. My God, I knew it would be beautiful, but I wasn't prepared for how beautiful it could be. We're on the 17, 21.8, longer selfie stick now. We're stretched out there. Does it look like I'm holding something awkwardly? I'm trying not for that to happen. I'm just being filmed by a film crew. Oh, I'm a movie. Is it stable enough without the digital stab? We'll try it in a second, but I don't know, man. I find it a little suspicious that all these different camera companies, they're coming out with good gear. It's all good enough, but like they're all holding something back to not step on the other's toe, just to make sure they're offering something different. It's the same strategy of these fast food companies. I've seen it before, and it's happening again in front of our eyes. All right, we got digital stab on now. See if that's more stable, but I find it funny because there's so many camera wars online. Canon versus Nikon, and you guys are battling to the death down there. Every time I insult a camera, I get racked on. People rack me in the comments, and they're like, how dare you? It's like your own religion, yet they're probably all made by the same people. 3 people at the top. Imagine though, you've been a Canon fanboy your whole life. You've defended them to the death. No, I love Canon. I have all their lenses. I'm never going to another system. Yet meanwhile, in his attic, Johnson is making Fuji cameras as well. Yeah, he's the same guy. I'm not sure why you assumed that was as long as our selfie stick could go today. It is definitely tagging on that lav mic, but that you probably can't see it. There's not a cord dangling and pulling me towards you. Let's switch the lens to something even more ridiculous as we finish this useless discussion. Heaven's colors be upon us. We are now on the Panasonic 25mm, Tony 1.7 at 1.8 still. Oh my god, I switched it. 1.7, no digital stabe. 50mm equiv, vlogging with it. Heavy as shit, but somewhat doable. Even with one hand. Is that shaky? I can see the shake. I find this to be the best setup for resting against a tree and filming the ground. It's like a dream. You know you'll die and be buried in the earth one day, but you're reflecting on the future of why cameras suck. Why do they suck? Don't you find it a little suspicious though? One company will come out with a spec or a stat or a new sensor design, and then the next company will copy it, and then they have it with all their strengths of the past, like the stacked sensor. That's Sony's design, and now Canon has one. They also, you know that you're the same guy. Canon comes out with 8K out of the blue. They just shoot for it. They could barely do 4K in most of their cameras without a crop or the autofocus disabled. And then all of a sudden, 8K. And then Sony, a couple months later with the A1's like, yeah, we do 8K, no problem. Sure, it was impossible 3 weeks ago, but let's all do it now. Not Nikon's doing it? Yeah, okay, that's what you're doing. They don't even know how to put a hinge in their fucking flappy door. Is this at all stabled? Right now you're in my abdomen, and I'm holding it with one hand. It's actually quite comfortable. And if I walk silently in the night, it might be worth it. So I don't know, man. It sounds like one company is making these designs and then giving it to one, and then the next company, and then, okay, trickle down there. Fuji never gets it though. Why? Fuji's not in the loop or what? They're a jack of all trades because they copied the one. They're the fighter we need. Fuji is the one to stand up to the 5 major company cocoon, and they're fighting against it. And that's why they suck so bad, but they're getting there on their own. And they're the hero we need. I sold it though. I sold the camera, the one company that could have changed the world. If only Olympus could autofocus smoothly. We changed it to digital stave. That's quite a crop. See, I was debating this, doing this for vlogs, getting the most cinematic look you've never seen in your life with this super long 52-inch tripod. It's so annoying. I can't picture ever doing it. But if it's stable, I might do it once a year. Now that I think of it, I bet not all camera companies are in on it. Canon, Nikon, and Sony for sure. They're together. But Panasonic? Your autofocus system looks like it was made by a special ed group of kindergartners who were held back in kindergarten because they didn't know what red was. Fuji actually copied the homework of the failed special ed kindergartner holdback. They signed their name a little different, but the message was the same. Your ass is blurry now, and we don't care. That was the message. When it comes to Ohm 16 System 1, who pretended to sell their business, oh, we'll get to that. We might have to change lenses one more time. One last time to see the real truth. It's a little tight. It is a little tight, I'll admit it. We're vlogging with a 42.5, 21.7. It's an 85mm lens, and it's doable, somewhat. It's really shaky, and that tripod's bending like a fishing rod. Oh, it's like I'm catching a whale, but your mom's a whale. In my opinion, if Olympus is stabilizing these micro jitters, you should see the thing shaking. Try digital in a second. But I think Olympus was about to blow the whistle on the whole fake setup of the one camera company, and they were bought out and silenced, possibly murdered, and now some sushi company from Japan, which is just a cover for the real secrets. They bought them, and now they're making pretend cameras faking new announcements. Oh, we have a WOW camera. I looked up the word WOW. It doesn't stand for what you think. If you look up the word WOW in English gematria, what you'll find as the digital stabilization compensates for all my movements, you'll find you also get these similar words next to me. Interesting. Interesting. So you get this camera, not really what you thought. The only way to save us would be for Olympus, Fuji, and Panasonic to join together to defeat Canon, Nikon, and Sony, and then form a new company called Panasonic. I think what we learned here today was that nobody's safe. Nobody's safe unless we stick together. Unless that sticking together results in forming a new company that rules the earth. One company should not have such power. Should they? No, they shouldn't. I'm sick of your shit. Camera companies withholding their specs. How about you withhold your lies next time, and then I might buy something. Canon RP Mark II? You gonna cripple it like you did the Mark I? Thing had less dynamic range than a hippo having sex with a baby elephant. And that's bullshit. That's not what I pay my hard-earned YouTube dollars for, is it? Am I crouching unneedlessly? Unneedlessly. By the way, that's how you say that word in that sentence. Which lens did you prefer today? Was the 17mm worth the hassle of that rod just frickin' out there? Oh man, I was thinking the 50, but it looked a little tight. It was magical. Why did I think that was a good idea with the Panasonic? A 50mm, I was like, well, I could vlog with it if I get a really long selfie stick. My ideas are bad. Oh, I have bad ideas. I'm a hunchback. Was the 9-18 a terrible trade? I traded the Fuji kit lens for that thing. Oh man, I regret that one immediately. Anyone looking to buy it? You're not? It's a good system. They got a good future. They might stay in business. I'm gonna go after you buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. Could have framed that better. Thanks for tracking me, by the way, Olympus, and never losing me. Can I stand up now? Not quite. I almost hit the tree. I'm gonna go. It still has me, right? That's good to know. Is there anyone behind me? There isn't. What if there's a hole? I'm gonna go. I've already left. Does it still have me? There seems to be a hill. Am I still in the shot? The odds aren't good. Is there a homeless man stealing my camera? Oh, that's lucky for him, I suppose. Well, nobody's gonna buy it. It's an Olympus. They changed their name. How do you sell Olympus gear? Is it the ohm system? Oh, selling an ohm system. It says Olympus on it, but it's not really it. Am I in the shot yet? I took a different route. Oh, why am I still filming? I'm crouch walking. I'm in the shot. I'm gonna go.